How you doing? Kabam's biggest mistake. So if you had to pick a champion in MCOC, who do you think is Kabam's biggest mistake? So pause the video, comment below who do you think it is. Do you think it's the Serpent? I personally don't think so. A lot of people think he is, but I could make an argument that the Serpent is Kabam's biggest win. Why is that? Because I'm sure people spend a lot of money to buy a champion to counter Serpent. Okay, so that's why I don't think it's Serpent. Let me just show you guys who Kabam's biggest mistake is. Can you guys let me? Who do you think it is? Let me know. It is Mr. Sinister. I could almost say that without a doubt, Mr. Sinister is Kabam's biggest mistake. There's a reason why they haven't fixed his science regen. Okay, so when it comes to Kabam, they have a different definition of broken. When it comes to Kabam's definition of broken, whatever caused them to lose money, they would deem it as broken. When it comes to Mr. Sinister, he is broken because his science regen does not work. And there's a reason why they don't want to fix his science regen. You know, the funny thing is, it would actually become a buff if they just nerf him, like take away his science regen ability, because it does absolutely nothing for him. So you're supposed to get like three random science regen. Should say somewhere here. I don't know where it is exactly, but it should say somewhere here. Oh, it's from his signature ability, I think. Yeah. So he gets three random ones. Okay. And if it's a science, it absolutely does nothing. So instead of like, if they get rid of his science regen, which does nothing, that could have been a cosmic charge instead. So it would actually be a buff if they get rid of his science regen, which is kind of crazy to even say it. But yeah. So there's plenty of Mr. Sinister gameplay out there on YouTube, and if you follow my channel, you've probably seen plenty of Mr. Sinister videos. But so we're gonna keep this video under 30 minutes, hopefully, even though I could definitely stretch it up to an hour, but we're not going to do that. So before we get started, I just wanted to show you guys why Mr. Sinister is Kabam's biggest mistake. Okay, if you're talking about Mr. Sinister pre-nerf, it's without a doubt, there's not even a question mark, that Mr. Sinister is Kabam's biggest mistake. Okay, so this is Serpent. Look at this, 860,000 health, 7-star rank, 4-200 Serpent. Right, I know a lot of people like think that Serpent is a problem. So let's see how well Mr. Sinister can take this fight. Okay, 42 seconds, and this was tanking an SP3 as well. Okay, this was tanking an SP3. Okay, and there was no skip button back then. Okay, so what did Kabam do? Say they made up an saying that whatever, they made something up like the, oh, Mr. Sinister is bugged because he's doing more damage than we wanted. So since they were losing money when it comes to Mr. Sinister, because they created this tough defender, so they can sell like mystic champions, you know, to counter him. But who end up being the best option? Mr. Sinister. Okay, so what did they do? They deem as Mr. Sinister as broken because they were losing money, so they nerfed him. Okay, but keep in mind, not to say that I've seen people take Mr. Sinister post nerf and still do fine. Okay, against Serpent. So yes, it. So take a look at this. I do believe this is also pre-nerf. So let's take a look at this fight first. So when it comes to Seaton, he made a video saying he set a world record when it comes to fastest clear completion of Labyrinth. I'm pretty sure pre-nerf Mr. Sinister was faster, but but look at this, look at his against Star-Lord, and keep in mind he's max boosted and he has damage mastery, 53 seconds. Okay, and that's pretty fast. That's gonna be faster than probably average time. But let's go crazy and say, let's say Miss Venom can do this 10 seconds faster. That's 43 seconds, right? Okay, let's take a look at Mr. Sinister. Same health pool with class advantage. Same thing with Venom. No boost. No boost as you can see. No damage mastery. 40 seconds. And I do believe this is the pre-nerf Mr. Sinister. So there's no champion in the game, even with boost and damage mastery, that can beat this time. 40 seconds. It is crazy how balanced he was. Wink, wink. So what did Kabam do? They nerf him. So we're gonna take a look at Mr. Sinister post nerf, and I'm telling you, I think he is still a good champion. So this video made a lot of people, no, not this video, but this is an interesting video. I think this is high evolutionary. So I'm taking high evolutionary. So he's a 5 out of 5 defender. Do you think he's a tough defender? I'm not gonna go through the whole fight. So because we're trying to keep the video, you know, try to keep it short when it comes to the video. Okay, so I'm gonna finish here with 100% health against the high evolutionary who has a 5 out of 5 defender. Okay, and this is, keep in mind, this is a 6-star versus a 7-star rank for Sig 200 high evolutionary. So let's go to the next one. So which one is this one? This is Nikuro Munuru. A lot of people think he's a tough defender. I personally don't think so. I know Trappy mentioned that she should get nerfed, but let me know. Do you think she should get nerfed? This could be like, I don't fight this champion very often. This could be my first or second time ever facing her. I don't think she's that tough. I could probably have used my 5-star and still solo this fight against Nikuro Munuru. So let me know. Do you think she should be nerfed? I don't think she should be nerfed. I don't know. I mean, do you think she should be nerfed? I don't think so. But let me know. So there you go. 16-second fight, bro. That is so fast. Okay. So look at this one. What is this one right here? This one is Yelena. Yelena, when it comes to Mr. Sinister, dude, he's just a cheese for Yelena and Bullseye as well. I don't have any Bullseye gameplay, but if you play with Mr. Sinister, you know he just like comes to Bullseye, he cannot lose against Bullseye. It's just next to impossible, almost impossible to lose against Bullseye, and also with Yelena because due to Mr. Sinister's ability. Okay, he just that balance when it comes to Mr. Sinister, right? Wink, wink, balance. So, yeah, look at this. How fast? 18-second fight, bro. What the heck? Okay, Phoenix. Dark Phoenix. I know a lot of people don't like Dark Phoenix. They think she should be nerfed. So we're gonna take a look at a Dark Phoenix gameplay. So some of you probably seen this. So we're just gonna move forward. Okay, so something to note when it comes to Mr. Sinister Special 3 and Special 2, he has an ability to remove concussion. I mean, can reduce ability accuracy by 100%. So in this fight, you're not going to see Dark Phoenix immortality. And what do you know? I finished with 100% health against the 7-star rank for Sig 200. Okay, so which one is this? Okay, keep in mind I was a 6-star. Oh yeah, this video drove a lot of people. So like, you know what, 6-star is just too powerful against Spider-Woman. Why not use a 5-star? Okay, yeah, why not use this video drove a lot of people crazy because, you know, like Kabam is going to nerf Spider-Woman. Let me know, do you think she should be nerfed? But I'm showing this fight is like, what is this? Is this a joke? Because I finished with 100% health against a 7-star rank for Sig 200 versus a 5-star, okay? In 19 seconds, dude. I was like, what is this? Is this a joke? Huh? I don't get it. Okay, so Okay, damn it, I paused the video. I don't even know where I paused the video, but okay. Okay. So Kabam thinks that Mr. Sinister and Spider Woman has the same damage output. So Kabam, and when it comes to Mr. Sinister and Spider Woman, their both damage is 4 out of 5. Keep in mind, I'm using a 5-star here. Okay? I'm using a 5-star against a 7-star rank 4. A 7-star rank 4 has 3 times the attack and I believe 3 times the health. And keep in mind, I have 0 charges. Okay? And no cosmic charges. 0 charges. So with like 10 charges, he can at least double his damage and probably close to triple his damage if you have damage mastery with you. Okay? So somehow Kabam thinks their damage is both 4 out of 5. Does it sound like they're both 4 out of 5 in terms of damage? Does it sound like Kabam actually know what they're talking about? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Look at this. It took me 6 hits to beat 7-star rank 4 Sig 200 Spider Woman again with a 5-star. And I took 7 hits against Spider Woman and managed to finish with 96% health. And you're thinking to yourself, dude, this is practice mode. Practice mode. Why don't you show some real gameplay? Start using practice mode. Okay, fine. Let's see some real gameplay. What you call real gameplay, okay? So you want to see some real gameplay? So let's take a look at some real gameplay. This is Mr. Sinister with 0 charges against Photon. Okay, rank 4, Awaken, probably Sig 200 Photon, okay? And keep in mind, Photon takes away your willpower. 46 seconds, 50% health. How much the health was? 523. Not bad. What about this? Class disadvantage against Ant-Man over 600,000 health against a rank 4 Awaken, probably Sig 200 Ant-Man. 28 seconds. Not bad. Okay, so something else to note is, let's just switch topics. When you look at survivability 3 and survivability 4, who has a 4 and who has a 3, if you had to guess? Okay, if you don't look at the bottom. Do you think Kate Bishop has survivability of a 4 or a 3? And do you think Mr. Sinister has survivability of a 3? Okay, so Kabam thinks Mr. Sinister's survivability is a 3. Okay, and somehow Kate Bishop's survivability is a 4. Does it look like Kabam knows what they're talking about? Like, you can give it to a new player that never played the game before, and you could say, who's more sustainable, Mr. Sinister or Kate Bishop? And this is like with or without damage mastery. It doesn't even matter. Okay, it's probably even worse for Kate Bishop with damage mastery, of course. So let's show you Kabam has no idea what they're doing, and I want to talk about this champion attributes in a different video, but I don't want to keep this video too long. Okay, let's take a look at his utility. It's 3 out of 5, and Kate Bishop is 4 out of 5, which is, I think it's, reasonable. I don't necessarily agree with that, but Mr. Sinister, 3 out of 5. I personally think Mr. Sinister's ability is much better than Kate Bishop. Okay, so let's take a look at his abilities when it comes to Mr. Sinister. So when it comes to Mr. Sinister, his abilities and utilities, not only he has so many utilities, it is also useful in the game. So much useful. He has increased power gain when it comes to his signature ability. He's immune to immune to taunt, immune to reverse control. He is 100% bleed resistance. He can inflict damage over time. He can block unblockable special attacks. What else? He can purify skill abilities. I don't really think that works very well, to be honest. What else? It can regen. I mean, you could definitely make an argument that's sustainability, but then again, somehow Mr. Sinister sustainability is like 3 and Kate Bishop is a 4. Yeah, make that make sense, bro. That literally makes no sense. Okay. And one thing about him as well, uh when it comes to he can pause damaging debuffs by holding heavy attack. Where the heck it says that? Pause the duration of damaging debuff, stun, concussion, and power steal on the opponent. Okay, if you hold heavy attack. Think about that. That's a utility. And when it comes to special 2, he can inflict 100% um, concussion. You know who has that ability? Quake. Okay, and they don't even want to make Quake as a 6-star. And not only that, he has a stun as well. And when it comes to Quake, his utility is 5 out of 5. And he also has concussion on his special 3, and he has power steal on his special 3. So tell me, does Mr. Sinister utility is 3 out of 5? He literally has the most important ability in the game, which is reduce ability accuracy by 100%. Okay, Quake has that, and they don't want to make him a 6-star. And her utility is 5 out of 5. Make that make sense, Kabam. So Captain Britain, I heard she's a problem for a lot of people. This is an Awaken. I don't really know what her Awaken ability does. If Mr. Sinister can take this fight, but Captain America rank 4. I mean Captain Britain rank 4. No problem. Okay, what about Tuma? Awaken rank 4 Tuma. No problem. Thing, and keep in mind this is post nerf. Okay, I forgot to mention that, but everything I've showed you, pretty much except like the first 2 fights, is post nerf. Okay, Thing, Awaken, probably Sig 200 Thing, rank 4, not a problem. Mojo, rank 4, probably maybe Sig 200 Mojo, not a problem. The good thing about Mojo, Mr. Sinister, is he doesn't gain a lot of buffs. He doesn't rely on buffs to do damage, which is a huge problem against Mystic champions. That's why he's such a great counter for Mystic champions. So, Domino, I know Domino could be a problem. Who knows if this is even, could be Sig 200 Domino, rank 4. Not a problem. 23 seconds, by the way. Okay, no, he has reverse control. I believe he's also resistant, degen resistance, rank 4. Who knows, Sig 200 or not? But 29 seconds, not a problem. Anything else? Okay, Count Faria. I see a lot of people put the Count Faria in defense. I really don't think he's a tough defender. But if you think he is, let me know. 27 seconds, not a problem. Look at the health. Over almost 700,000 in 27 seconds. No problem. And also, okay, he has 5 charges, not bad. Okay, here you go. Jean Grey, final boss in war. Okay, let's see how well. Minute and 17, not a problem. So when it comes to Jean Grey, I think this could be better, but still, solo is a solo. Okay, so what, not a problem. So if you're saying, Mr. Sinister, oh, that's practice mode. Okay, let's see some real fights. So what about probably a Sig 200 Jean Grey, rank 4, 7-star, final boss in Alliance War, solo. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see some fun fights now. Oh, by the way, check this out. Can Mr. Sinister take 3,000 hits? And keep in mind, he has 2 science regen right now, which does nothing to Mr. Sinister. Okay, that could be cosmic instead. Alright. So he was, look at that, 2,788 hits. And he still couldn't take down Mr. Sinister. And I auto fight entire realm of vengeance using only 6-star Mr. Sinister. And so, and I couldn't even like take down Mr. Sinister with Kate Bishop using auto fight. Okay, and this was not ascended, to be fair, and it's with class not with class advantage, to be fair. But look at this, over almost 3,000 hits, and actually he got up to 3,000 hits, and he still wasn't able to beat Mr. Sinister. And somehow Mr. Sinister's survivability is a 3 and Kate Bishop is a 4. Yeah, yeah. That really shows you that they need to get rid of champion attributes, or they just don't know what they're talking about. I mean, what the heck? So this is me using Mr. Sinister auto fighting entire Realm of Legends. Keep in mind this is like one of my new accounts, so my masteries are not that great, and this is gonna be my first time completing Realm of Legends, and this is using auto fight Mr. Sinister. We're not gonna go through the whole thing. As you can see, it's about 57 minutes long, so we're just gonna go straight to the end when I fight Hulk. Right here, and that's it. It's over, I think, after this. So just auto fight all the way through. So let me just show you, just to prove that I was using auto fight. So we're gonna use Mr. Sinister to auto fight the entire Realm of Legends. And keep in mind, I've never completed Realm of Legends. Here, this is one of my new accounts. See, the thing about Mr. Sinister, what makes him great and why he's Kabam's biggest mistake is, you don't have to play him perfectly, because of his sustainability. And he's easy to use. Like a new player who never played Mr. Sinister, who never played MCOC, could probably learn how to play with Mr. Sinister. Not like the best, obviously, but like pretty reasonable. Like within the first day, what do? You parry. Learn how to parry, hold your area attack, get your special one, and throw your special one. Pretty much most fights. And his sustainability will let you keep practicing, because he's not gonna get KO after like 4 hits or something like that, So that's what's great about Mr. Sinister. You don't have to worry about to play him perfectly. You don't have to worry about perfect releases. You don't have to worry about so many things. What makes him so good? I think, in my opinion, pretty easy to play when it comes to Mr. Sinister. I think that's what makes him Kabam's biggest mistake. Not the fact that he can pretty much take on any fight in the game, including robots, which we're gonna take a look at after this. The only time you don't want to fight robots is obviously against in battlegrounds, but let me just show you, he can take on robots as well. And you could see me here clearing Realm of Legends for the first time completing Realm of Legends, and you can see I got all the rewards. That's how good this guy is. So I made this video, can Mr. Sinister take on robots? As you can see here, I have 4 charges with Professor X. Can he take on robots? So Mr. Sinister can take on robots, pretty much as well, depending where you are. If you're questing, I think in Alliance War, especially in Incursion, he can take on robots. I have 4 charges for Professor X, but I forgot to activate my Horseman ability. So this is even without Horseman ability. Keep that in mind. This is only with 3 charges, and you're gonna see how fast I'm able to take down this Mr. Vision, and really just throwing my special 2, basically, because that's where you want to be doing against robots. And you're going to see how much damage this special 2 does. And keep in mind, not all of the hits crit as well. So he could have been down in maybe like 25 seconds with the Horseman ability. So, and this is against a robot with how much health? Over 547,000 health. So Mr. Sinister, can he take on robots? Yes, he can. He can, depending where. Okay, pretty much most places in the game, Mr. Sinister can take on robots, and we're gonna show another case where he can take on robots. So like I mentioned, in most game modes, Mr. Sinister can take on robots. Okay, so here, why not save the best for last as usual? We're going to Incursion, and I'm going to use Mr. Sinister. And when it comes to Mr. Sinister, you just spam special 2, and your opponent cannot do anything about it pretty much. But you want to keep in mind, you want him at max sig, and you want to have win 3 fights against Mystic to be able to do this. And you do need like certain hacks, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It could be like very different, very different hacks for you to do this. So you just basically throw your special 2, and your opponent can't really do anything. You can just like, look at this. I'm just gonna be throwing my special 2 the entire time, and that's it. Okay, the opponent is stun lock, and keep in mind the opponent's ability accuracy is reduced by 100%. So that's one of the things about Mr. Sinister. I think why he's underrated, because when it comes to special 2, he not only could stun opponent, it could reduce ability by 100%, which is very useful, especially in incursion. So let's take a look at the last gameplay. So saving the best for last when it comes to incursion. So this is why I believe Mr. Sinister is better than Hercules in incursion. That's why I think he's Kabam's biggest mistake is Mr. Sinister. I mean, if this video doesn't convince you, there's plenty of videos out there that I made, and there are other YouTubers, I mean, other MCOC YouTubers have made videos why Mr. Sinister is Kabam's biggest mistake, okay? And you're gonna see me here take down this I-Hulk. What is his health? Like 4 million or something like that. Just throwing special 2s, man. That's all you gotta do. You gotta make sure you want to have 3 mystics. If not, you gotta have the right hacks. If you don't have 3 mystics and you want him to have max as well, you don't necessarily need 3 mystics. You don't even need to have any mystics at all, but you have to pretty much have the exact hack. But with having 3 mystics, you don't need to have the right hacks at all. You can maybe have 1 or 2 of hacks that you can be able to spam special 2. So here I tried Hercules against this fight, personal space regeneration. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because we're trying to keep this video under 30 minutes. So let's go. As you can see here, I pretty much going to time out because what's his name, Spider-Man symbiote has so many regen. I cannot out damage it with what's his name, Hercules. Okay, so we go. So as you can see here, we're gonna run out of time on this fight. Okay, and there you go, we timed out. So what did I do? Since I timed out with Hercules, I used the best, not the best champion in incursion, but the king of incursion, which is Mr. Sinister. I truly believe if this fight doesn't convince you, I don't know what else to say. Why Mr. Sinister is better than Hercules in incursion? Because you can just spam special 2, and his special 2 is so underrated because, as you could see on this fight, Spider-Man is not gonna trigger his regen when it comes to personal space radiation once I throw my special 2, because when it comes to Mr. Sinister's special 2, it reduces ability accuracy by 100%. It's like literally like Quake ability. That's why they don't want to make Quake as a 6-star, because of reduced ability accuracy by 100%. And Mr. Sinister has that ability when it comes to special 2 and it comes to special 3, and it just gets like, it turns off the node basically. When it comes to 100% ability accuracy, it pretty much get like you're fighting a fight without nodes. That's all it basically does. What makes this a utility is so powerful in the game when it comes to reduce ability accuracy by 100%. So that's it. That's why Mr. Sinister is Kabam's biggest mistake. Thank you.